Welcome back here to round 9 here in Austria. You see there with our new leathers in the Red Bull racing car alongside teammate Daniel Ricciardo. We've booted out Max Verstappen after his run of performances so far. After that, after like round 8, as I'll give you a second, I'm just doing something. So technically, so 352. You see there's rain coming into qualifying. So it's a dry, wet, dry situation here in qualifying. So this is gonna be really interesting as we head on here in Austria to these runs of races. Well, the weakest track in this race that I'm in is of course Silverstone. So let's do this. Round 9, Austria.
Thank you for joining us once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction, and over the course of a lap it's easy to get that balance wrong, and that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now and it never gets any easier.
As we are back here in the seat of our Red Bull car alongside teammate Daniel Ricciardo, and reserve driver Max Verstappen. So we need to do a lap right now, and we need to do it quickly. So we're gonna get in to a Red Bull here in our ultra soft compact size. As we're gonna get set here to qualifying, and now we're gonna prepare for a lap, or only flying lap, maybe. And the rain has come down. You see there the droplets of rain, and that's gonna affect some people if the rain comes in really quickly. So, sliding there in this Red Bull here in this short qualifying. Using Ericsson with a 108.9 here in these conditions. So it's not as slippery, but I mean, it's not. We can just use on right here with a 107.5. Oh, that's too much corner. And Sebastian Vettel with the 107.2, and we're up a 10th on the German. Oh, we shouldn't have lost time there in the second sector. But this second sector is really, this final sector is really important as we get onto the power really down on the entry, but now going to the final corner. Putting down the pedal, it's a 106.4.
That's the fastest lap so far. Well done.
And we were up a 10th against Kimi Raikkonen, third against Sebastian Vettel, and then we improved that in that final sector as Fernando Alonso was there, didn't realize that. And does Alonso have a penalty? No. Most do not have penalties. So we're gonna come into the pits. It's definitely raining. Are people coming out? Because now that the rain droplets are down. Yep, there it is. The rain has come down. This might not do well on the other's right. Yeah, so we're gonna go and change power units. So can you say? So, and then the gearbox.
Our best lap so
Okay,
far is
so we're not gonna
1:06.
participate anymore.
As we wind down from the
And we're gonna be in pole position by 6 tenths. We definitely need to change the difficulty. And look at that! Look at the effect of the rain. Bottas is gonna start from 13th on the grid. Look at that! The gap between himself and Grosjean. Look at Lexus and Rodkin. They didn't do well. Sergio Perez as well. Oh my goodness! Even Kevin Magnussen was driving in the way. That is not good. That first sector is a 19, 18. You were doing 16s, and then the third sector really just affected everyone's pace. So we need to up the difficulty by about 5.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went?
So
How are you finding things at your new team? Are you settling in?
the car is.
Looks like you had a great qualifying session. It must be a relief being that far up the grid.
That's our first pole position already
Appreciate
with
your
this
time.
team. And that is shocking. So. Turn that. We're gonna put the difficulty 97, 96. Yeah, 96. So. You put the difficulty up to 96. I think we lost
Well
our
done.
average.
That was a good qualifying performance.
To Kimmy, so. Give me a second. So, okay, so, tens of resource
If it were me,
points.
this is probably what I'd invest in.
So, yeah, that's a minor upgrade, but now we're gonna go into the race here in Austria. Our first pole position. Here, and can we convert that into a race win? Let's go into the Austrian Grand Prix here at the Red Bull Ring.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. With that then, let's run through the grid order. The Professor lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of
Look at that successful gap. Oh, Ricardo in the second row. Hulkenberg top 6.
Hartley and Marcus Ericsson, Sirotkin, Grosjean, Valtteri Bottas,
Look at that gap between
Alonso,
Grosjean and
Perez,
Bottas.
Gasly, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Charles Leclerc. Stroll and Kevin Magnussen rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, remember to protect the inside on the run down to turn 1. Make yourself as wide as possible, robust but fair.
So, Yep, thank you, Jeff, for that message. As we're gonna get set here for our first ever race in Red Bull, a debut race at this squad here in Red Bull. So, we're gonna go over the fuel. So,
Roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop.
So, it's definitely gonna be, yeah, it's definitely a track that I can excel at. So, we're gonna have a little bit of flashbacking, but it's gonna be fine. As we're getting ready here with the formation lap. So, it is a 10-turn circuit. It's around the Styrian, you see there the Styrian mountains here in
Conditions
Austria.
look stable at the moment. No rain
Thank you,
currently
Jeff,
expected.
for the weather report. There was no rain currently expected. So this is our first race on dries ever since Monaco, and Brendan Hartley already gets disqualified. What appears to be he has hit someone, and I think that is the Force India of Sergio Perez. Anyway, we're gonna continue on. So that Grosjean as well, so Rodkin as well, Alonso as well. So we're just gonna focus on, we're just gonna knock down that starting wall. It's 10 turns. This is the sector where I thrive. So sure hope as the CPU takes it. So now go through this down in a second. This is where we can have some great exits here. Now go through that final corner, through that apex. So see there on the sun, a number 15 car in the Red Bull. We're gonna get set there. As you see, the other drivers, Grosjean, Sirotkin, Hartley, he's in his debut for Toro Rosso this season. Another driver, Toro Rosso, full-time driver. So
keep an eye on the lights. The start
this is
sequence
gonna
will
be
begin
a
as soon as the grid
brilliant
is
race.
formed. Be ready with the clutch.
The final car, Kevin Magnussen, is lining up on the grid here in Austria. We're gonna get set here. 5 lights here. The time Austrian Grand Prix is lights out, and away we go. Too early.
Given a drive-through penalty.
Too early. No, that's cheese. No, that's cheese. No, tell me that is cheese. That, my friends, is cheese. Look at this. Look at this, dude. The lights were off and I'm going, and they called out a jump start. Look at that. I just had a brilliant start, better than anyone. So I'm just gonna reset that, but that was cheese. Anyway, take 2 there, and there's lights down. Away we go here in this Austrian Grand Prix. It's a little bit of wheel spin for us. And here comes our teammate Daniel Ricciardo at the back of Lewis Hamilton. But into 10-1. It's going to be us who leads and gets a little bit of an oversteer moment there. The exit of 10-1, but we're leading this race from Lewis Hamilton. Our teammate Ricciardo is now up to 3rd. So I helped my teammate there a little bit against Sebastian Vettel. So, what can we do? There's yellow flags there behind. Well, there's a battle between our teammate and Lewis Hamilton. This is going to be really interesting as we go into these laps. As they're really close to each other. Ricciardo, Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel. Oh no, we had a questionable line, and we're gonna spin. We're gonna make contact.
Are you all right?
And how was that?
Right.
I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, we're just gonna continue on. So, it's gonna be Hamilton. We're already pulling a second out of him. We're pulling away really good, and now we do not have any DRS. Jeff, what is happening with our DRS, mate? What is happening with our DRS?
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely.
Thank you, Jeff. About that message is Hamilton is not closing in. We're on 96% difficulty, and we're already doing well in that first race. Speaking of that, our teammate is going to make that even better. He's side by side with Lewis Hamilton right behind us. As now we're going to go towards 3. Sebastian Vettel though goes down the inside against those two. So Vettel, Hamilton, now Ricciardo. Ricciardo lost a place there. Could have been second, but instead he's down to 4th. Anyway, we're just going to take a little bit of a replay there. Sebastian Vettel, we're going down the inside of Hamilton and Hamilton. Oh, yeah, that's a battle. That's a battle right behind. And brilliant move there from Vettel against the two. He got to overtake 2 and 1. So, meanwhile, here in the lead, we're pulling away. 3.7 seconds between ourselves and Sebastian Vettel. So, this is going to be an interesting race here, and we're gonna cross the stripes with a 108.1.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
We've gained 5 tenths. What is this difficulty of this F1 game? 96. I put it on 96 on Legend, and we're still quicker than anyone else. Oh, we're deep there on the brakes. Now the gap's down to 3.9. Now with DRS enabled, you see some passes. Meanwhile, I think that's Kimi Raikkonen fighting with the Force India. I think that was Esteban Ocon, because Sergio Perez is way down in the field in qualifying. So, that's Esteban Ocon fighting against Kimi Raikkonen. Well, I think that's 5th. This is brilliant racing so far. This is a 3.9 second gap. We're keeping it neat and tidy between ourselves and Sebastian. That's what we need to do. That's what we just need to do. As going to the Falcon, we're a little bit slidey there, but we somehow made it work. It's a 108.8 from us. After that mistake in turn 3, it's a 4.6 second gap in the final sector. So we're really having good final sectors. Meanwhile, there's issues for, I think that is that for Ocon? No, I think it's a Haas. It is a Haas, and he has a puncture. It's Kevin Magnussen. He's having issues here. Kevin Magnussen was running with the likes of Charles Leclerc there. There's Kevin Magnussen. He has a puncture and he's limping at home. There. But at the moment, we're catching up. Oh, another mistake. Yeah, we didn't hit the apex.
Gap to teammate behind is 5.3 seconds.
We saved it, but we're losing time. But speaking of losing time, behind us, there's a battle. Whilst we saved it, behind us there's a battle between Vettel, Hamilton and Ricciardo. So Maxon has come into the pits. He's not going to pit again. Just 3.27. Yep, we're going to have another good third sector. Am I in like medium traction? Do I have like medium traction? Yeah, I'm on medium traction control and I'm doing well.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
That's not good. So we need to gain Kevin Magnussen. Lap 5.
Got that,
sure,
confirmed.
Why not? At this point, we're in the lead of the race. So, why not make some passes here? Man, this is a pretty dominant track for us. I mean, it's a Red Bull. It's Red Bull's home circuit, Red Bull's hometown. Of course, we're gonna do well for the Red Bull factory. There in Milton Keynes, as the Apex so well. Had a brilliant exit there. That was how you take that corner. Oh.
Box now, please. Box this lap.
4.4 seconds. This would work the quickest man on circuit. So race pace well and work quick. Take a piece of go. 2.5 second stop. That was pretty neat and tidy. Bottas there in 9th.
Pit strategy complete.
So
See these tyres through to the end now.
No, we're not. Oh, we're sliding there, and that's going to cost us Sergei Sirotkin, but we have the power of this Red Bull as we go to the grass. Also, trying to crack up my neck.
Fuel is at target +3. Let's get into mix 3 ASAP.
No. Mix 2 is good enough. Here we go. We're going to try and make a pass in Sergei Sirotkin. We're actually going to follow the orders of Jeff there. We're going to go down the inside of Sergei Sirotkin for 14th, and we're going to make a clean pass
Nice
there
move
on the Williams. We're going to go round the outside. That was neat and tight, and what was Perez doing? Perez just knocked us out there. We're going to look at the replay on that. Perez did not give us any room. And then sides. Oh, that was a classic takeout. That was a takeout and a half. Oh, you see there in that view. That was just really just a takeout. Bang. Look at this. Oh, man. Paris, what were you doing at that point? What were you doing? So we're gonna take a picture of that, and let's review it to the students here. I was still there, and he decides to do that, and cost us damage. So now we need to really put on the mixes. We need to check the understeer on this car. Check out the well-being of this car. It really is. We're not going to try and go onto the back of Sergei Sirotkin, but I mean, what is this race? We're going to go down the inside this time. We do not need to waste time fighting this Williams car, as he hasn't also pitted, but he's on the super softs. So definitely we're feeling the effects. As we're going to go dive down the inside of Sergio Perez. We're going to force him wide. We're going to give him the shove. That is the payback that we really needed.
A new strategy is available on the...
And we're going to flash back that, of course, because that was very dirty. So anyway, we're just going to go nice down the inside on Sergei Sirotkin. We're just not going to... We're just going to tuck in. What was Perez doing, though, on that lap? We're not going to flash back that, because Perez really just didn't want to give us room there.
Caution.
At the exit of the corner. So Ocon's out. Ocon's out. Oh, and we made a mistake as I said that. So Ocon is out. I think he was right behind us. Where's Ocon? That's not Ocon. There's Ocon. So, see, there's battles there right in front of us, as I've not seen theirs. I think that's Max Ericsson and Roman Grosjean, but what can we do as we're stuck behind traffic? We're gonna go for a switchback on Sergei Sorokin. Nothing that we could do. Sorokin,
Check
do
your
not
MFD
park it on
for
the
a new strategy
center of the
option.
circuit. You're really slow, aren't you?
Okay, you have wing damage. This
Oh,
will be a major performance
Sergey,
impact
what are you
unless
doing?
you box for a new one.
You're just holding us up at this point. Oh my goodness. Sirotkin really is giving us the run.
A
run
new
for his money.
strategy is available on the MFD.
Yes.
The gap to the car behind is
Bro,
5.4
we
seconds.
are having the issues we're suffering here, and it's our first race with a new team already. What can we do? I mean, Sergei Sirotkin is parking it on the center of the circuit, and Sirotkin is holding us up big times. We're gonna dive it down the inside and go off track. What was that? I mean, at least we're still ahead of Ricardo, our teammate, but what was that? So at this point, we really do not need.
Check your
Nothing like
MFD
that.
for a new strategy
We're
option.
not gonna pit. We're not gonna pit at this point.
Confirmed.
So Perez, give the room. Give the room. We're not even the same race as
Yellow
Perez.
flag.
I have the good run. We're going to the grass. We're making contact once again. We're gonna go to the outside. We're gonna almost go to the
Green
grass.
flag.
Yep, we do go to the grass off track, and we're gonna go the outside still. It's still between us. Oh, come on. We're gonna go into the inside. This is a brilliant battle between ourselves and the Force India. We're gonna try and go down the inside, going towards turn 9. We're gonna go away too deep, but I do not care if I really, in real life, have to give back that position, because what was that? I mean, we were doing so well. We were gapping Sebastian Vettel, and now Sebastian Vettel is right on our tail. And here comes Sergio Perez. He's gonna look for a fight, but Vettel, he's fighting with us. So we're gonna chuck it up to standard. We're still in the lead, neck lead, thank God. But here comes Sebastian Vettel once again. We're gonna defend from the inside of the Ferrari. We're gonna push him wide and take a wider line than it should be. So now. Oh yeah, the understeer. Sergio Perez and Sergei Sorokin. Here comes Sebastian Vettel. Vettel goes onto the inside, and that's a move. Brilliant there for Vettel. How much
Okay,
longer
we've
though?
lost a position. That's us down a
I mean,
place.
at this point, yeah, the understeer is definitely taking into effect. But now we're gonna go to Rich Max mode. Sebastian Vettel has no DRS. We're gonna go to the right. No, screw it. Go to the left. We're gonna go round the outside of the Ferrari. This is a brilliant racing between ourselves and Sebastian. We had a brilliant race so far. You need this entertainment? Yeah, I'm giving you the entertainment. Now we're gonna go to the grass, overtaking the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go deep though on the brakes, but Sebastian Vettel is now behind us. But for how much longer? Because Sebastian Vettel has that DRS once again. Now going through the straights. We're gonna try and defend on the inside once again. Vettel, he's gonna go round the outside of us. That Scarlet Ferrari is really the attacking point of ourselves. He's finding the weak spots here in this Red Bull car. As I do not know what to say, rather. As turn, car, just turn until the end of the race. Just turn, just turn. That's what we need, just turning at this point. As Grosjean is leading this race, then Vettel is right on our tail once again. But this time we have the DRS, and now we're catching up to the house of Roman Grosjean, who started in 12th place, was really having a decent race up until this point. Now he's now in the lead of the race, but now into the super stuff. We're going to go to the left once again. We're going to do the dummy move like we did to Sebastian Vettel. I think we made contact with the Haas, but we're still ahead of Roman Grosjean. We're in the lead of the race, and now we just need to hold on and push until the very end. So, yeah, we need to push at this point as... Come on. I cannot accelerate fully. I just have to lift at the exit of the corner. Which is my main problem here in this race. Just turning the car. And here comes Grosjean. He's going to come into the pits. Oh, no. Now the damage is really affecting itself. And Sebastian Vettel is now right behind us. What can we do? As Kimi Raikkonen also, I think, has catched up to us. Now the gap is a second. So we're safe. But for how much longer are we safe? So we're at this point taking up the entirety of this track. We're going to go on to Rich Mix. We're going to see what we can do. Purple first sector. Brilliant. But still 9/10 of a second. Seb, can you please give me the spotters? I think Bottas has passed the Renault of Carlos Sainz there. Oh no. Oh, yep, that is a mistake, and that's gonna give Sebastian Vettel a little run there. He's gonna go down the inside to the corner where I've had so much trauma against Sergio Perez. And Vettel just made it much, much worse. And Ricciardo as well. Well, we need to limp home. What is this racing, dude? That's Hamilton. Oh no, and here Raikkonen. They made contact. We're gonna come to the pits. We need to come to the pits. So we're gonna go to the ultras. Screw it, because the game just won't let me. Actually, yeah, it lets you. So now we're in an ultra sauce. Now what can we do? Around. Suppose because really.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Again, Sorokin is right behind us. Sorokin has passed us to 14. This has been a nightmare race so far from us. Vettel and Perez need a penalty. Or at least Sergei Sorokin. Oh no! We're just gonna flash back it there, and we're just gonna flash back it to the straight because we're gonna make a move down the inside of Sorokin. And Sorokin, what were you thinking? I'm gonna flashback it at this point because Sorokin. Oh yes, yes, yes. We're gonna be side by side, but the exit speed. Man, we're gonna have a brilliant race here, but there's a gap there between Ericsson and Sorokin. I mean, what was this race? Where can we start first? We at least need to finish solidarity point.
As things stand, we'll be second in the championship.
But at this point, like, do we really deserve second place in the championship? Because, man, I should have been gaining on Lewis Hamilton in the championship if it wasn't for that.
The gap behind us is
Sebastian Vettel
2.2 seconds.
Sergio Perez kind of thing. They were just lifting on the corner and they couldn't do anything about it on the exit. What were they doing? Like, I was just having a great race up until that point. We were not in the same race. Me and Perez, we weren't in the same race. And then he decides, you know, let's just take out the Red Bull. Let's just take out Zed because, you know, we need to help Hamilton. Yeah. Good thing Marcus Ericsson gives us the room. Yeah, he just doesn't want to back. He backed out, but at least he gave me room not compared to Sergio Perez, who just didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. And there's a train there. For, I think that is.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
A couple of points. So Ricciardo is fighting with Vettel, and yeah, look at this. This is a battle that we really want to get. We could get up to the Renault there, but not the other Renault. He's top 6, but top 7. Oh, it's Hartley and Alonso. We're gonna get the stuff stream on Sergio Perez. And at this point, I just want to dive on Perez because what was he doing? What was he thinking? Like Perez. Oh, is he got a brilliant exit there against the full scene yet once again, and Sergio Perez always does what he does. What were you doing?
Alright, so we've been looking at
Once
the damage,
again, do not
and we think
leave
you should
any
be okay to
room,
continue.
as
It'll cost us a
Hartley's
little
really
bit of
slow.
time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
He compromised my exit. Brilliant. And here comes Sergio Perez once again. We're just gonna defend from this guy, this Sergio Perez. Man, at least Brendan Hartley just gives us the place. Perez.
The gap to the leader is
Man.
19.5 seconds.
Oh, Hartley's still there, but we're not gonna spoil Brendan Hartley's day. I mean, we're up now to 10th and cost him a point, but so Grosjean defending from Alonso. We're gonna go for the switchback as Alonso's exit got compromised by Romain Grosjean, and now we're gonna go for a 2-in-1 as we're gonna go to try and pass Romain Grosjean. Speak of the two, Red also battling it out for 6th and 7th. Whoa! We completed the pass, and now we're gonna hunt down the 2 banana cars.
Nice move. Good job.
This has been brilliant racing so far. I mean, oh, are we gonna go on the outside? No, we're gonna go into the inside. We're deciding, yeah. Let's just wait it out and get the brilliant exit on the final corner. Sector 3 really is my sector. As now Grosjean's closing on Hulkenberg. We're gonna go down the, sorry, around the outside and get a pass there on Nico Hulkenberg, and now Grosjean has passed Hulkenberg back up now to 8th, and Alonso as well. He's gonna come back up to 9th after Nico Hulkenberg's exit gets compromised, and they're now gonna battle it out. And speaking of that, we flashback. Look at this battle though between Alonso and Hulkenberg, as Alonso's now back up to 9th, and now we're gonna set our sights on the Renault of Carlos Sainz. At this point, like, I'm not enjoying what has happened, but Perez did it again on us. Trying to cost us another place, but you know, we can handle the damage. This is just light damage. So now we're gonna go try and pass Carlos Sainz. Sebastian Vettel has started his final lap. Daniel Ricciardo, what can he do about it? Can he try and get Red Bull a win still for the Austrian scene? I mean, is he still close?
This is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
Carlos Sainz into turn 1. Sainz defends on the inside. We're gonna go deep there on the brakes, but we pass the Renault of Sainz. So I think Sebastian Vettel
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
No, like anything shenanigans on that, but we're gonna still come out and recover from that.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
So Sebastian Vettel, a race winner here in this season before, he's gonna win another race for the Scuderia. Rounds up to the final corner, and he's gonna win the Austrian Grand Prix here in Styria. 2nd place goes to Daniel Ricciardo. 3rd goes to Kimi Raikkonen, ahead of Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. What about us though? We're gonna come up now to the line. We're still recovering from that traumatizing experience with Sergio Perez and
Alright,
Sebastian
race
Vettel.
over. Take care of the car on the way in.
P6 here in Austria. That was a result to remember in our debut.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. So, Ant, How exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres. But at the end of it all, if you want to win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else. And that's exactly what they did today.
We got a cutscene.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you
There's
go,
a teammate,
anywhere
Daniel
in the
Ricciardo,
world, the prancing horse flags
and
are dominant
he
in the stands, and they're out in
gets
force again
place
today. It's
in the podium for Red Bull.
on the top step once more.
What about us, though? What about us? What could have been? What could have been? I mean, it was still decent, recovering there from the contact with Perez and Vettel, but
here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Oh, well, I'm a bit spoilt for choice, Crofty. My instinct says Valtteri Bottas. Looking down the field, no one really jumps out at me to make me change my mind.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, though, goodbye.
yeah, what a race that was. What an experience. I mean, P6 as Sebastian Vettel wins from Daniel Ricciardo in second. Did not get the overtake there in the end. Raikkonen finishes third ahead of Lewis Hamilton and his teammate Valtteri Bottas. We, though, in sixth. Not bad. Not bad, but it could have been a win. Could have been a dominant win, but no, that strategy, it didn't cost us a lot, but really, this man, Sergio Perez, who's in 10th, who scored a point, even when he literally did not give me space at all and plowed into me. P10 for him. Sainz, though, in 7th ahead of Grosjean, Alonso, and yeah, Sergio Perez. What can I say about Sergio? I mean, he did really good to give Vettel the win. That was a good job. Hartley misses out on points by 1.4 seconds. If you overtook Sergio Perez, I would be very happy. Then Hulkenberg in 12th out of Ericsson, Sirotkin, Van Dorn, Gasly in 16th. I mean, wait, Gasly had 1097. How was he not in these? How was he not fighting for points? He was in 16th. Then Stroll, Clerk, Magnussen, then Ocon, who did not finish. For the standings, 4 points gained by Lewis, as Vettel is now 7 points behind us. Look at the gap between 6th and 2nd now. It's 22 points. He's literally at 32 points. No, it's 22. It's 22. So Vettel moves up to 3rd ahead of Bottas, and look at that gap between Bottas to Raikkonen. Just 5 points, and Ricciardo is splitting by just I don't know. Verstappen, 56 points. It's not the championship anymore. Sainz there in 8th ahead of Ocon, Hulkenberg, Perez. Fuck you. Then it's Magnussen, Gasly, Grosjean, Ericsson. Alonso is now ahead of Charles Leclerc. That's Stroll, Sirotkin, Hartley now up a place in 20th, and Van Dorn up in there. For the constructors, I mean, we're gaining on Mercedes, so that's good. But Renault move up in championship to 5th. So, yeah, could have been a win. We look at that lap between ourselves and Sebastian Vettel. It's literally 1.6 seconds. We were really quick in the 3rd sector, as it was very evident as we gained to Carlos Sainz there in 1 lap. But still, like, I really hope that we get a chance to get revenge on Sergio Perez, because that was just not a move. That was just not a move to defend. It was literally a move to just kill someone, and it did. He did a really good job. Sebastian Vettel as well. He just literally parked it on the side. He literally was lifting at the exit of the corner, and I could have avoided it, but he was just he caught me off guard, and we planted into the back of him. Ricardo, he did well. Then second, we get beaten there by Ricardo. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream. We'll see you maybe later for another stream here on F1 2018. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's P6 still, but we need to get some revenge on Sergio. So, but for now, it's goodbye, and we'll see you. And yeah, have a good rest of your day today, guys.